Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome to our fortnightly news update. A look at everything that's been going on in the English language Pokemon TCG over the last couple of weeks. Now, you've probably noticed already, this is a very, very short video. I don't know exactly how long because I haven't filmed it yet. Hey, but there are only a couple of small announcements that have happened over the last 2 weeks. We haven't really had much, so let's just get straight into them. First, we have had announced what the in-store promo cards are going to be for Pokémon Day. Now, we already knew that there was a Prismatic Evolutions blister coming out with an Eevee promo from Prismatic Evolutions with the Pokémon Day logo in the corner of the card artwork, but now we know what stores are going to be giving out for free when they do their events. Pokemon Day takes place on February 27th every year to celebrate the anniversary of the original release of Red and Green in Japan. It's one of the few in-store events that stores have absolutely no leeway on when they can run. Normally, stores have some control over when they run events, what days they put events on. For example, the pre-release window runs over 2 weekends and the week in between, so stores can stagger those as they want. But all Pokemon Day events have to take place exactly on the 27th. Stores, I believe, do have some control over what sort of event they actually put on for Pokemon Day. It doesn't need to be a specific tournament type or anything like that. It can just be a more fun event, and that comes down to each individual store. So, what cards are they going to have to give away? Well, first, there is going to be a Sylveon. This is the Sylveon from Prismatic Evolutions, and it has that same Pokemon Day logo as the Eevee that we saw in the blister. Stores are getting these in big bricks, so they should have a decent amount to be able to give out to people. I would definitely make sure you contact your local store before the 27th, just to see if they are actually doing something for Pokemon Day, and what it is, what time you need to be there, all that good stuff. In addition to this, stores are also going to be giving away the winning cards from the 2024 illustration contest. Those are Feraligatr, Pikachu, and Toxtricity EX. Now, for the previous illustration contest, the only way to get them was you had to apply on the Pokemon Center with your interest to get a code, and then the code would let you add a pack of these to your next order. I don't think it worked out too well for everyone. I think there was a lot of miscommunication, hurt feelings between a lot of people, so it's great they're actually getting some of these into local stores so players and people who support their local stores have more of an opportunity to get them. Now, unlike the Sylveon, these aren't variations from a set. They are Black Star promos, numbers 213, 214, and 215. The cards have the logo for the illustration contest in the bottom of the card, but these don't actually mention Pokemon Day anywhere on the card itself. So even though it looks like this is going to be the first way to get them, there's no guarantee that these are going to only be released at Pokemon Day. There may be a Pokemon Center release after the time, or because Pokemon Day is still a few weeks away, they might announce something between now and then of another way of getting these cards. Now, these cards do come all sealed together in cellophane, a pack containing all three of them, but stores have been told they are allowed to open the packs and give out cards individually if they have, a lot more people turning up to their Pokemon Day than they have these sealed packs. They can split them up so everyone gets something. The final thing to note about these is all three of these cards, including the Toxtricity EX, are non-foil. So we would have probably expected them to be non-foil, but when it's an EX, you have to wonder whether they're going to put it into foil, but they didn't, and these cards are only in non-foil. The other announcement we've had comes from over in Asia, those countries that run Pokemon tournaments still using English language cards, the Philippines, Singapore, and Malaysia. They've announced a special printing of Glass Trumpet that features the logo of the Asia Championship Series 2023 to 2024 on the card. Now, while we are fully into the 24 to 25 season, the reason this card still features 23 to 24 on it is that its release ties into how well the players did during the 23 to 24 season. The card will be available to any player who got 30 or more CSP, which I believe is Championship Series points, during that 23 to 24 season, and the card is going to be strictly limited to 1 copy per player. Now, during the 23 to 24 season, tournaments in Hong Kong were still very split into the Hong Kong and Hong Kong EN tournament series, 2 completely separate tournament schedules. So because of this, players who got those 30 points during that season in Hong Kong will still be eligible to receive a copy of this English language card. But similar to all other Asia tournament promos from this season and the boss's orders from last season, the country of origin is not anywhere on this card, so there aren't 4 different variants, it's simply just the one for all of the countries. The distribution method for these cards is pretty weird. Basically, the only way for a player to get them is to pick them up at one of their country's Ultra Ball League tournaments for this year. Now, Season 1 of Ultra Ball League has already finished, so that means that each country has 6 more Ultra Ball events throughout the rest of the year. Now, these tournaments have had some issues with people being able to register due to very low player caps and it essentially being a lottery, but they have said that players don't actually have to be registered for the tournament in order to get their glass trumpet. They can simply show up and say, I'm just here to pick up my card, and they can get their card and go. But this does mean that these cards will probably be drip-fed out over the rest of the year. If there are players who are trying to register to play in Ultra Ball tournaments and they can't register for any in Season 2, they'll probably wait until Season 3 to actually try and register for one of those and pick up their glass trumpet at an event they can actually play in, unless they're super local to it. No one's going to travel all the way to an event that they're not playing in to pick up a card that they might be able to pick up at an event they're playing in later in the year. One thing I have been told is that because this is based on last year's championship points results, there were quite a lot of people in each country who were able to hit that threshold. I'm being told that this season, it's a lot harder for people to hit that threshold because of the fact that a lot of these events are lotteries to get into. So maybe if they do a promo again like this next year, either they're going to have to lower the points threshold or the promo will be a lot rarer. For this one, though, there is probably going to be a decent amount of copies out there and in circulation, but as I said, will probably be drip-fed out onto the market or by people selling them throughout the rest of the year up until the end of those Ultra Ball League events. So if you are wanting one of these, maybe don't jump on it immediately as soon as you see the first one. And lastly, it's worth noting that from the preview image, this is a variant of the Stellar Crown printing of Glass Trumpet, not the Prismatic Evolutions printing. And that's it. As I said, quite a short one, just a few of those quick announcements. So I'll be back in another 2 weeks for another news update. I know at the very least we have a couple of products releasing between now and then, some new Prismatic Evolution stuff, but hopefully we get some more information or just some more things for me to talk about. Of course, there will be a lot more videos between now and then as well, hopefully opening some of that new product that comes out and maybe some other stuff that's happening around then as well. But for now, that is all from me. Hopefully you did enjoy this video. Hopefully you are enjoying this series. Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what other types of videos you're looking forward to from me. And I will see you again very soon.
We would like to say a huge thank you to everyone who chooses to support the DJ Gigabyte channel on Patreon. Join us to help out and get a look behind the scenes.
Thanks for watching. Check out some more videos right here.
And don't forget to subscribe for more awesome Pokemon content from DJ Gigabyte.
Gotta catch 'em all!